Hey everyone, it's June 25th. Today, I made about $218.75 trading MES futures, which is a variation of SPY and SPX. I only got about 5 hours sleep today because we had probably one of the hottest days in New York City yesterday or today. So overall health was just meh, but I kept disciplined and stuck to the plan. Today, the VX Algo signal did really well. We had about 5 signals today. I'll show you over here. So we have 5 signals, and it nailed it perfectly, 5 out of 5. Success between 9:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. The key moves was a bearish structure at 9:50, which is over here, where the structure flipped bearish, kind of telling us to sell, and then followed by a triple sell signal at 10:15, which is around here, and that was on a bigger time frame sell signal, which means that we're most likely going to be very bearish today. And then at 10:30, the market structure continued to remain bearish, despite some buyers coming in. And then 10:50, we had a X3 sell signal, which played out really well. And then at 11:56, we got X1 buy signal, which was a triple buy. Didn't make us that much money. It made about 4 points here. Came back to the MOB back test. And then as it came back to the back test, shorted and went down. So it was a pretty good day. I traded small because yesterday was rough and I wasn't sure if the market makers would try heavy manipulation today. So I just kind of waited for A plus setup. And in my book, an A plus setup is a bearish structure where we know that I'll show you over here. This is what bearish structure means, is when the market is red, right? So we'll lay the background. So this is bearish structure today. So from 10:30 up until 3 p.m. we're in bearish structure, which means there's more sellers than buyers. And you can also see just from the volume on the bottom here, right? There's more sellers than buyers. That's why the volume is red. And then we have moving average resistance. So one of the trades I took today was when we pushed up to the moving average over here. So 123 here, we had a huge push back up to the moving average resistance, and that was a good short. Over here as well, pushing up to the MOB in the bearish market structure, and another short move down. So that kind of gave me a combination of confluences that helped me make sure that I have confidence to enter the trade and size a little bit more. So the big takeaway is to kind of respect your recent levels and not rush back in full size. So instead of going like whole ES or more contracts, you want to trade small until you get your confidence back, until you know that you fully understand the market and you think that the market is going to go accordingly to how you think it's going to go in your process, right? On the news front, we also had May's U.S. new home sales data came in, and it came in very weak. It came in lower than expected, and it's telling us is that the month's supply is probably the highest since the fall of 2022. So the housing supply is extremely high, which means the housing market is very soft. Nobody is buying houses right now, apparently. And I think that data that came in around 10 this morning, or before 10 this morning, kind of kept that bearish pressure on the market today. So for tomorrow, let me clean this chart a little bit. So for tomorrow, I would say this is going to be an area to watch out for, the 6150 on ES. So this zone area, if we go above 6155, so if the candle goes above it, then we can push up higher. If the candle remains under 6145, which I would say is like this red line over here, right? So we'll see how things open tomorrow. If we go under it, we'll probably come back down to maybe like this 10-minute MOB, which is around 60, 65-ish tomorrow. So it'll be interesting to see how that play out. We also have some reversal on the bigger time frame as well, and I'll show you guys here. So you can see that we have a doji today, which means we could possibly have a reverse to the downside on the 195-minute time frame, on the 390 time frame. The daily time frame, I don't think has reflected that yet, but these smaller time frames should kind of show us that there's potential reversal in progress, right? as long as we remain under 61.45 by market open tomorrow or throughout market open till 10 a.m. ish. So if you found this helpful, hit subscribe for daily beginner friendly trade journal and market analysis. Check out my charts and recap link below. And thanks for watching. See you guys tomorrow.